So, I'm sure a lot of people have talked about this already, but there seems to be a rather negative attitude going on in the Halo community right now with regards to, how should I put it, staying in games and playing games for their full duration. Especially in the MCC, people leave games the moment their team is down. Somebody leaves. It happens both on the MCC and in Halo 5. It happens in Warzone, especially Warzone. I see people leaving the moment the enemy captures their home base 10 seconds before we do. Somebody's like, oh, no, you know what, GG, I'm done, I'ma leave. And it sort of pisses me off, because at least back in the Halo 3 days, leaving a game was a big deal. If you left a game, you'd get in a lot of trouble. You'd lose XP, you know, it wasn't like Halo Reach or anything like that where, oh, you might get a temporary ban or you might not get as much money in the jackpot or whatever. It was one match, one win equals 1 XP. So if you quit a game early or get booted for betraying, you lose the equivalent of a win on your account. And that was a lot for people back in the day. It sort of saddens me to see that 343 aren't taking a harsher approach on people that just quit games early. It'd be nice to see sort of a Counterstrike approach where the moment you leave, you get a ban for a certain amount of time. Whether that be 10 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, a day, a week, whatever. I feel people think, oh, I can just leave because there's not that much of a repercussion for it. Oh, a 5-minute ban from playing matchmaking. It doesn't really feel severe enough. I mean, I'm the sort of person that will stick through a game even if I'm 1v4. But that's just me. A lot of people don't seem to think that sticking around in a game of Halo is that important, and it ruins the multiplayer experience for most of us when, as much as I've seen 343 try and say, oh, but people can join in mid-game and things like that, I've never seen people join a game mid-game. I've seen people quit games, but never seen anybody actually join into a game mid-game. And if somebody joins into a game where they're 25 points down in a game of Slayer, they're not going to want to play that. They'll either just quit again, or they just won't play. They won't pay as much attention to it as they would have done if they'd started the game at the start. Nobody likes being joined into a match that's half done, you're losing. Where's the fun in that? It's not even at that point. It would also be nice to see 343 implement something that rewarded players, similar to the jackpot in Halo Reach, that rewarded players for continually playing through full matches, without quitting, without AFKing, without betraying. It would help encourage people to take it more seriously, I guess. People to actually put a bit more effort into going, you know what, we may be down a couple of kills, but we'll play through till the end, maybe we can bring it back. And that's just a mentality that, I hate to say it, since 343 made Halo closer to Call of Duty with the whole aim down sights and made the gameplay similar to that of Call of Duty to try and attract a wider audience, people that have played Call of Duty a lot before know that you can drop in, drop out, no questions asked, no harm, no foul. And a lot of that mentality seems to have been brought over to Halo, and it seems to have taken away from some of the value of completing a multiplayer match when, you stick out a Warzone game and you lose, and somebody at the start of the match was just like, oh, well, you know what, I think we're going to lose, so I'm just going to leave. It sort of devalues it sort of removes some of the value from playing through the full match. And I feel that takes away a lot from just the Halo community in general. I mean, I'm not saying that broadening their horizons was a bad thing, but there are little bits and bobs of other communities that don't sit right within Halo. I mean, I've never left a game myself, never left a game early. I mean, if you watch my stream of the Halo Wars 2 beta, I was down a man getting absolutely destroyed, but I refused to leave because I make a point of not wanting to leave a game early because that's just not the right thing to do. It was just me, so I wouldn't have hurt anybody, but it's just a principle, If you start something, you finish it. And that's something I feel a lot of the Halo community is lacking now, especially some of the younger generations that have come in from games like Call of Duty and Battlefield and things where if you leave a game in either of those, there's no penalty, nothing happens. But in Halo it's always been sort of a you start, you finish sort of deal. and it sort of saddens me to see the community going downhill in that way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and remember, stay classy.